What if I told you this season is already more chaotic, more brutal and somehow even more confusing than before? Yeah, Dorohedoro season 2 is just dropped and after watching the first 3 episodes I can confidently say this anime is either becoming a complete masterpiece or a complete mess. And trust me, you need to watch this video before you decide. And yo, what's up guys, this is ANIME PTB where we don't just watch anime, we break it down. No fake hype, no blind hate, only real opinions. Today we are talking about the Dorohedoro season 2, what happened so far, honest review of the first 3 episodes, Reddit reactions, pros and cons and final rating. Let's get into it. For those who are new, Dorohedoro is not just a typical anime, it's dark, weird, violent and sometimes makes zero sense. This story is set in the world divided into holes where normal human lives and Sakura's world where magic users experiments on humans. And our main character Kamen, a guy with a lizard head who lost his memories and is hunting a Sakura to find who cursed him. Simple? No. Because every episode feels like chaos, but somehow it connects. Season 1 ended on a huge setup. Kamen is still searching for his identity. Nikaido's secret powers were revealed. Anne's organization is growing stronger and multiple timelines or identities started getting hinted. Basically nothing is fully solved but everything got deeper. And that's exactly where season 2 starts. Episode 1, Chaos returns. Right from the first episode, boom. No slow start, no recap, no heavy boring stuff, we just straight into it. More soccer politics, more mystery around Kaiman and darker tone than season 1. The vibe heavier, more serious and less comic. My honest take, great start but confusing if you forgot season 1. Episode 2 secret gets darker. This episode focuses more on the Nikaido's past, time manipulation hints and Anne's growing influence, and this is where things get interesting. The story slowly becomes less random and more interconnected. But it's also becoming harder to understand. My take is amazing depth but not beginner friendly. No, episode 3 is violent plus lordom. This episode is peak Dorohedoro, brutal fights, insane visuals, huge lore reveals and finally some answers about Kaiman but also more questions. My take is best episode so far but mentally it is very exhausting. Let's be real, this anime is not for everyone. Now what are the pros of this anime? Unique storyline, nothing like mainstream animes, dark plus gritty atmosphere, strong characters rating, world build-up is very insane but there are some cons to it. I don't want to spoil you more but I want to say that very confusing at sometimes, slow clarity, answers take longer, not beginner friendly, can feel chaotic without payoffs. If you like simple anime then skip this one. If you like deep layered stories then this is good for you guys. So as the regular anime fan, I've gone to Reddit and checked out some of the few reactions and hear what fans are saying. Some of the positive reactions say that still one of the most unique anime ever, or season 2 is darker and better, and someone said that finally getting deeper into the mystery. And there were negative reactions too, something like too confusing, hard to follow, that's true, and also missed the humor from the season 1 and feels slower in pacing. This happens with many people. So what's the overall sentiment? Mixed but leaning positive. People who loved season 1 are enjoying it, new viewers are a bit struggling. If I want to talk about the animation, still using the CGI plus 2D mix, something good but it's smooth but slightly rough at times. Rating for my animation is 7.5 out of 10. If you talk about the sound and music, they are darker and eerier soundtracks, so it's perfectly fits to the vibe, so the rating for the soundtrack is 8.5 out of 10. So let's break it down. Story 8 out of 10, character 8.5 out of 10 and also animation is 7.5 out of 10, sound is 8.5 out of 10. So overall rating is 8 out of 10. This is cult level anime, not mainstream but very powerful. So here is my final verdict. Dorohedoro season 2 is not perfect, not easy to understand but definitely worth watching. If you really have the patience, this could be the one of the best dark anime forever. If you have a bit of a patience, this could become one of the best dark anime for you. So yeah, is Dorohedoro season 2 worth watching? Definitely yes, but only if you are ready for chaos. If you enjoyed this breakdown, drop a like, subscribe to ANIME PTB and comment. Is it a confusing masterpiece or an overhyped anime? I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye, sayonara.